I don't know what to say. We finally got a Hytale blog post, guys. We did. It's been over 6 months, over 200 days since the last blog post. And it's been roughly, I'd say almost a year since the last actual new content blog post that we got from the team. And today, July 1st, on Canada Day, we got a summer 2021 development update, and there's not good news. Hey everybody, what's going on? CanadianFlash here, guys, and today everybody, I'm going to be going over the first part of this super long development update blog post. I'm going to be breaking this up into maybe 2 or 3 different videos depending on how long this is and how much I ramble. But guys, Hytale's not coming out until 2023. I'm just going to say it right here. It's going to be in the thumbnail. You're probably going to see it in everyone else's videos who make content on Hytale. Like, Hytale is not coming out until 2023, in 2 years. I'll be 22, or maybe 2023, or I might be 23, 22, depending on when it comes. And it says 2023 the earliest. So I'm going to get into this blog post and we're going to read it right now. So it says, hello everybody, in today's post we're going to provide an update on the progress we've made in the last 6 months, explaining how our plans for Hytale have evolved, and take a look at some new and updated aspects of the game, including weapon-specific combat styles, character customization, and AI. The combat and character customization along with AI will be in a separate video. I'm just going to talk about Hytale in 2023 or beyond in this video right now. The first half of 2021 has been a period of significant change for both Hytale and for Hypixel Studios. We've continued to recruit new team members, which they have done quite frequently, which is pretty cool. Definitely go check them all out on Twitter. On Twitter, whose talents and unique perspectives have expanded their sense of what Hytale can be. We've changed the way we work, steadily moving away from exploratory approach that has defined the project's first 2 years towards being more efficient. Targeted production milestones at the same time, our design for Hytale has been evolving. Some parts of the game have undergone radical change, while in other areas we've expanded and established groundwork. At the core of all of this is a commitment to creating the best game we possibly can, to maintain the contribution of the genre that surprises and delights players, while empowering creators for many years to come. It's a cute little picture of a rabbit and a Quebec. I'll do a separate video as well, just breaking down all these screenshots, which is pretty cool. Our plan for Hytale is ambitious, and we're very fortunate to be in a position where we have the time, people, and resources that we need to get it right now. However, getting it right involves a ton of experimentation, irritation, and change. This introduces a lot of uncertainty to the development process, and while we believe this is healthy, it has been a good challenge to our assumptions. It has also meant that we have been less open than we used to be. We've needed space and time to make major decisions about the project. Even so, we know that half a year has been a long time to wait for an update. The reason that answers have not been more forthcoming this year is because until recently, we did not have them. We have spent this time considering many possible approaches to launch, factoring in many different perspectives, doing a ton of research, and developing a better understanding of what we need to do in order to meet our goals. What has become increasingly apparent is that we have several more years of work ahead of us before Hytale is ready to launch. We don't want to provide another unestimated launch window that turns out to be incorrect. However, we no longer expect to be ready to launch Hytale before 2023 at the earliest, and it could very well take longer. That is a gut punch right there, I have to say. There are 2 key considerations driving this assessment. First is that our capabilities as a studio have significantly improved, and the scope of what we can do has expanded. Put simply, we're better at making games than we used to be, but taking full advantage of this takes time. I can get behind that as well. The second consideration is the need to develop Hytale in a way that allows us to bring multiple platforms as rapidly as possible. It's always been our goal to eventually release Hytale on mobile and consoles as well as PC, but it has become apparent that we are heading for a scenario where our community would ultimately find itself split across versions and devices. I think it is enormously important to avoid this, to create an ecosystem where as many players as possible can play together and share their creations. However, this means making major changes to Hytale's engine and approach to launch, and this extends development time. So pretty much what this is saying is that they are completely redoing the Hytale engine. Like, they already made the engine a while ago to make Hytale. I guess now it's outdated considering they started developing in 2015. So I guess they're literally making a whole new game pretty much, which is kind of crazy. Arriving at this decision has been a challenging process. None of us expected to be such a long project, and we are aware that this approach brings its own risks and costs. We are mindful of the dangers of scope creep. I don't know what that is. And we're working to ensure that we proceed with a strong sense of what done means. We also know that prolonged development is going to be unwelcome news for the Hytale community. We stated back in December that we didn't believe it was fair to allow anticipation to remain at a fever pitch. However, we are aware that reduced communication over the last 6 months has allowed speculation to bubble back up again. I mean, that's just to be expected. I mean, we're all guilty of that. And that news of a longer wait is likely to shock so many, even though we strongly believe that the choice to spend longer development will serve our community the best in the long run. It's true. I mean, the better the game could be, the better it'll be in the long run. So I completely understand with that. It's worth reiterating that we won't release Hytale as a surprise. When we're on the final approach to launch, we'll let everybody know in plenty of time. There will be undoubtedly new job listings updates on our website and changes to our back-end systems in the intervening period. While we also understand the temptation to interpret these signs as a launch is imminent, they're a normal part of a working process and do not indicate that our launch plans have changed. Another consequence of this approach is that weekly screenshots are no longer a viable way for us to update the community, which makes sense. You know, they can't really just post postcards every single week for 2 years. It's a lot of postcards, but also it's kind of weird. The major technical changes that we're making will mean that for a time it'll be more complicated to produce screenshots and clips that accurately reflect the experience that the players will have when Hytale launches. We're also looking at a longer production process, and we want to make sure that Hytale has some surprises left in store when the players get their hands on it. However, as has already been said, our need for privacy over the last 6 months has been driven by tough decisions that we needed to make. Now that those decisions are made and our broader plans announced, it is possible for us to open up a little bit more, and we'll be more engaging with the community. In that regard, you can expect our approach to communication to change. We'll post fewer, more substantial official updates, interspread with increased engaged from the teams as we go about the day-to-day work of building Hytale. This has been a challenging set of decisions to make, but the position we're in is extremely fortunate. We're in this position because of the huge response to the Hytale announcement, as well as the energy and enthusiasm that the Hytale community has subsequently invested in our project. We are enormously grateful for that investment, and it'll be in the forefront of our minds when we're finally ready to share Hytale with you all. So guys, that is what Hytale has to say. You guys, I'm sure you guys are going to be watching a ton of different videos and see everybody else's different perspectives on what's going on in this whole thing. We're already approaching the 10-minute mark of this video, so I don't want to keep rambling on, because that'd be kind of crazy to do like a 30-minute blog post video, because there's so much more in this blog post. But guys, I don't know what's going to happen to my channel. Not really too sure, because I kind of betted that Hytale was going to release this year. That was kind of the goal. Like, hopefully in the summer I was expecting the game to come out, but obviously it's not going to, and it's not going to come out for a while. So let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do. I'm thinking of playing a lot of Formula 1, maybe other games that come out that really interest me. I'm not really too sure. I want to be building a new PC soon, so hopefully that can happen quite soon. But let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about Hytale releasing in 2021. I might even make a separate video just talking about what's next. I don't know, because nobody knows what's next. So guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Also guys, please don't show the Hytale team any hate. They don't want to delay this game as much as we don't want them to delay this game. They're doing this for the best. They're delaying the game right now for the actual good part of the game. They're doing it for the game. They're doing it for the long run. So please don't send any hate to them, and one day we'll eventually play Hytale. So guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. With all being said, my name is CanadianFlash. Hope you all enjoyed, and have a great day.